Hi there. Today we are playing Aspect Artio. In the Aspect form, you cannot constantly switch between Druid and Bear form in the field. You can only do that in the Fountain. To reiterate, you can only choose a form in the Fountain, and then you have a separate alt, but you cannot switch between forms. And I like the Aspect because they reinvented Artio in the sense that they gave her two new ultimates as opposed to simply switching forms, which I will admit is a nice touch. But if we've gotten to the point where a character can have different ultimates and aspects, it kind of raises the bar. So I would like to say, Hi-Rez, you did a good job. I am actually very impressed with this. I didn't think of the possibility of them giving two ultimates to a character, depending on what aspect you're in. Depending on if you're using aspect or not, because it's only available in the aspect form. But anyways, in the bear form during aspect, once you're locked into this form, you cannot change, I've said many times, and your 1 in 3 leave a bleed effect, so it's like dot damage like Bluestone, even though you can have Warrior's Axe, which I think is the better option, especially in Joust. Your level order is the 1 because it's your opening attack. It's the first ability you use in an attack. Into your 2, which stuns them for a bit. You can just basic attack once or twice. Then use your 3 to get away from them. So it's like hit and run tactics. You hit them, take off. I'm not sure why Guan Yu just walked away as if there was someone here, but apparently he has something better to do in mid lane. There's that, and I don't know why the hunter did not take that, but I took it. This is the bear form ultimate. This is what you came here to see. Look at how cool that is, and the ground looked a little pixelated for a second, or maybe I'm seeing things. It looked like a bunch of gray squares, or like a gray polygon of some sort. Anyways, that's the bear form. It looks awesome. It's like Gilgamesh ultimate. It only knocks them back once for some reason. It would make more sense to keep them in the circle, but I don't know. Maybe they thought it would be too much CC. Either way, the character feels balanced. I like this form, but I will show off both forms. So after this match, I will show the Druid form. This match, we're staying locked in completely into bear form, as they intended, just to get an idea of what it's like. Although they also did intend that you could switch, but I think it's just stick to one. Too many things just makes a mess of it. My team seems overjoyed, even though the enemy team has the lead, but so far so good. First item we're going, well, your starter is Warrior's Axe because it gives you sustain with the amount of health it takes from them. The damage it does, which is 2 damage, so it doesn't matter if you're tanky or not. And it has protection. There we go. I want to use it. I never really liked this character more than... Oh, the stun really chunks. I got the kill. Come on. Okay, he's taking bleed. Auto, auto. My one's up, and there's another one. Okay, can we stun this guy? How fast is he in that form? Didn't save him though. Alright, my team now has the lead, just like that. It's actually interesting. We just walked at them mostly. Walk, poke, stun, run. I'm taking that. I need it. Oh, I never liked this guy anymore. Never even. I think I played him once before. Anyways, back to Artio. We stun him in here. He's taking bleed. I got the kill. I think it's the bleed that secured the kill, or Guan Yu just reducing his procs. There we go. That was certainly Guan Yu helping. I have Bernado, but I don't want to use it. After Sanguine Lash, we'll probably look for something with more strength. Let me explain why. Her abilities are hybrid scaling, and she scales more with strength than intelligence, even though she's a magical character. So, yeah, this is what Hyra's intended, I think. He has Mystic Mail, really? Yeah. I need some cooldown just so I have my dash up more often, because so long as they can't reach me, they're not really a problem. Oh, I was hoping I would catch the start of his dash. Stun both of them. I really thought I'd get one. We'll keep them there and deal with this guy. Lash. That. Okay, using Lash and Artio while you have bleed applied on them, it just feels sinister. You're taking so much dot damage and you don't even have Bluestone on. And anyone who wants to try her with Bluestone in bear form, you're welcome to do it. It's just, you're gonna feel the fact that you have no protections early on. Just so you know. You might feed a few times actually if you don't use your dash quick enough. Alright. The enemy team seems kind of chill. Merlin is my biggest fear in this team actually. The rest of them don't really do much to me. Okay, maybe Mordred does a little bit. I have my dash, but if I use it, I will be dashing into them, and I'm saving it for dashing away. There we go. That's why I leveled the 1 and 2 first. Once you have Health Chalice and you're using your 2 in bear form, you should be fine. Sustain Life plus Sanguine Lash has Life Steal. So I think it was meant to be this way. It just works so well. But Glad Shield will help with protections, or will help you do damage using your protections. They stayed in it for the whole thing. It did decent damage if they stay in it though. It's just, you're barely gonna keep them in there unless you have like a Gem of ISO, and even then I don't think it's gonna be enough. You have to like keep fighting with them, stun them while they're in there. Or you could do something sinister. Gem of ISO into that new item that looks like an anchor. Stygian, whatever. Yeah, that also applies to slow and steal healing. You could do that item into Gem of ISO so you have protections first. And yeah, the enemy team should prioritize you because you're being a dick. Okay, my teammate is on Lost Knight. We're just gonna keep that there and keep fighting him. Yep, Merlin is the biggest problem. The large circles in his arcane stance and his fire stance also works. And you know, from the very start.
They will feel my strength.
This is gonna be so satisfying when I actually get close enough. So, to explain why I just did that, the 3 items, the 3 completed items on my build currently, which are Sanguine Lash, Glad Shield, and Void Shield. 2 of them have strength scaling, or 2 of them provide strength, which are Sanguine Lash into... Still got him. Sanguine Lash into Void Shield, Sanguine Lash. That way, I have a lot of strength to scale my 1, 2, and 3, actually, which all scale really well off of strength. And if Hi-Res has decided that they want you to build strength on this character, then you can build strength. Not that big a deal. And Void Shield will help Sanguine Lash deal more damage because it reduces fist blocks, and Sanguine Lash does physical damage entirely. So it's the physical equivalent of going Mystic Mail into Void Stone. Let's go. And like I said prior, or I think I said prior, I will be playing a separate match, which I play entirely in the druid stance, just to see if I prefer that. I feel like this stance, the bear stance, does more damage after the few times I've tried it. And the other form is cool because you have a lot of healing. Like your 1 and your 3 are both healing abilities. So if you get Heartward Charm, uh, it reduces your healing abilities cooldown by 25%. Just get that and Glad Shield and you have a lot of cooldown, which is 20 cooldown really. It's kind of funny, but you barely do any damage because you don't really have a lot of slots. It's still funny to do it though. Okay, I just walked him down. I thought he would dash, he would use his ult or something. No, he just kept hitting. That was it. It didn't seem like he could do a lot. The bear stance is definitely oppressive. Look at the damage. Okay, if you're playing artio, I think this is the way to go. Or you can just build like this, a regular artio, and see how it goes. I think I will do that, actually. Okay, that's a pixelated floor again. I am not seeing things. That's the third time it's happened. Same with life. And now I have more life steal. I just thought about something. Regrowth Striders. Every time you use a movement speed ability... Oh, I'm so dead. Because Merlin has CC. Yeah. I'm still dead. Should have beads before I dashed. But I didn't think he would have ult. Anyways, Regrowth Striders procs whenever you use a healing ability. Or... yeah, and also whenever you use any form of movement speed. So... that means the dash on Artio should proc Regrowth, the passive to give you healing and the movement speed, even though you haven't used your healing ability, which is actually your 2. That's diabolical, actually. I kind of want more intelligence first. I think it would go even crazier on the Druid form because you have 2 forms of healing, so you can just keep rocking Regrowth Striders over and over. Some items are going to be broken on this character, I just realized. What else would work on her? Daybreak Gavel, but you would need to keep healing your teammates, I think. Based on the passive you would... okay, this guy is just so annoying. I never liked more Sandwich. Why do you have Vegas? Just gonna keep them busy, apply bleed, try to heal off of them. We're actually doing damage, okay. And that's game. That right there is game.
Victory.
Interesting builds. Anyways. Alright, we are back with the Druid deck, I promise. Osiris was not someone I was expecting to see. Okay, time of protections of dodge attack. So, I believe Osiris was recently nerfed, or at least patched Osiris was nerfed, so I didn't expect to see Osiris anytime soon. Either way, it's all good. With the Druid stance, we want to level the 1 first, then the 3, the ult whenever, and the 2 last actually, even though it's kind of the most useful ability in most settings, especially against the dodge and the fire. Because your 2 prevents him from using movement speed abilities, and Dodgy is well known for her dash. Really? That wasn't enough? At least it healed me. There we go.
I'm exhausted.
I mean, I know my basics didn't all land, but still, that character just had to go. We're gonna rush Helm of Radiance because her healing sort of scales with her intelligence. And if you want to make the healing more potent, I guess, if you want to get better healing, just build intelligence. But first, we need some physical defense because Dodgy. We're essentially going this item because Dodgy is here and they have Anubis. They have everything they need to shred, actually. So, a 3v3 is not a good idea against these guys. Although we have Odin, and inside the Odin cage, landed that. Inside the Odin cage, there should be no healing, supposedly. Not sure if that's actually real. Yeah, did not need to use that ability, now that I think about it. He's already under itself. Anyway, you want to land your one first, especially if the enemy team is grouped up because it's very wide. I mean, it's a large AoE. After playing the aspect, like, because of the size of the one, I can't go back to playing the regular. I just, no. It feels so bad. Like, if the regular artio had a large hitbox like that for the one, I would play this character non-stop. Because he has everything. Control, crowd control. I mean, now he can't really jump out because of my 2. It's wild. And then the 3 is a slow into a stun. Kind of like Baron's 3. Alright, here we go.
Don't be glum.
Why is she so close? Still not enough gold, but we have more intelligence. Okay. I prefer the ultimate in the bear stance. Actually, if they could switch the ultimate, I would be very fine with it. Oh, that felt very satisfying. Because we have intelligence and strength, and Ardio's 1 scales more with strength than intelligence, which I don't know why. But having Warrior's Axe really helps with the damage in your 1, which is funny. You can build more strength if you want, but I mean, if you're in this stance, you're probably using your 3 and your ult as well, so you need those to do damage by building intelligence. Just go Warrior's Axe and that should be enough, really. Or you can go another strength item. You could go, that one item. It gives both strength and intelligence. I can't recall what it is. It'll come to me. Anyway, seeing as the enemy team is more physical, I think I'm gonna need Glad Shield or at least a few more physical protection items. Where is that for you? And the sustain is wild. Got him. Oh, that was so satisfying. Yes, it feels good to snipe, but I feel like if they switch the ultimates, this stance would be so... How do I put this? So dominating. Because they don't really have a choice. If you had them in your 2, which the vines grab onto them, and they can't jump away, then you have the Burnado knocking them closer to you. You can just use your 1 into your 3, further trapping them there. And then in the center, when the bears collide, it stuns them. Honestly, that would make this stance very oppressive. That's the word I was looking for. Because there wouldn't be a whole lot they could do, really. It's kind of wild. At this point of the match, I need cooldown, magical procs, so it makes sense to go Genji's guard. I would prefer to go prophetic so I could do more damage and have cooldown, but Anubis is not someone you overlook damage-wise. It will not end well for you if you do that. Because he's Anubis, and he does damage. Even though he's not played a lot lately, I feel like he could just have fun. Oh, I completely whiffed that. And she knows I whiffed. But I poked and I got more healing back, which is why I think this Druid stance is OP. Like, oh, he got the kill? Okay. I mean, I'm not out of mana, I'm out of
On my
health.
way.
There we go. What is Osiris building? He's not Aspect, which is what worries me. If it were Aspect Osiris, yeah, I mean, he just got nerfed, so it's highly unlikely you're seeing that. But still, if it was Aspect, I would feel a whole lot better, simply because he can't just dash away with his ult. But it is what it is. So far, I like the Druid form. I like it more than the Bear form, even though the Bear form did damage. I just wish they switched the ults. Because the Bear form would make more sense to have that wind up. Like, you initiate with your one, that stun is satisfying, not gonna lie. You initiate with your one, you stun them, you ult, and then you dash them with your three. Or you can just huddle in between, because once you're stunned, they will get stunned again with the ult. That's a longer stun, and you finish them. It's more of an assassin playstyle. It would make more sense for the Bear form to have a single charge, and the Druid form to have 4 damage. The woman and the bear she chose. Or so I think. That was a play on the man or the bear, and she chose her bear. There we go. I like this form. The 2 especially, being able to transfer with your 1 when you initiate. That way you prevent Osiris and Dodgy from diving your backline. But if you're not tanky, you will get destroyed quickly.
Hello there.
So she is a bruiser through and through. You can't just go like magical items. I like the fact that 2 of her abilities have healing, and I really think Heartward Charm would go crazy on this character. But you need to build damage, so if you're building Heartward, you're sacrificing that. They just made way and watched it, really. Not one of you had to step up or anything. It feels bad missing my ult like that. Who did she go to? I'm just trying to keep whoever's in front of me off whoever's in front of me. She has that. Okay, I got the kill. Here we go.
Be right back.
I kind of want pen, or just to do more damage. I can wait for this. That 300 health might be the reason I live. Because I don't have a dash, unlike the other form. Alright. Anubis should start doing damage now, so I think he's gonna be the main focus. Not that Daji and Osiris aren't gonna do damage, it's just... Let's be realistic. Who's really gonna kill me in this game? Oh, he got that from a pulse. That was my kill. I mean, he saw him first, but still. So I just put a ward there just to, I don't know, poke fun at them because they're in their tower. Like, the enemy is not missing, they're right in front of us. Here we go. I don't think the movement speed on her passive is too much, actually. But they're gonna nerf it soon, so there's that. And then they're removing her debuff from her passive, the anti-heal debuff. and putting it in her Maul Prey in their stance. So if you're in Jude's stance, you're not going to benefit from that. What is Odin doing? Also, the enemy team has not been able to do anything to us. Not in a while, actually. Good. I got that with the pulse. I have him crippled. Okay, he does damage. Odin's gonna jump. Okay, cool. Is he still falling? I just gained more health. Oh, even more health because Baron. Wow, he followed me all the way just to die.
They will feel my strength.
That is so messed up. You walked right into it, huh? Anyways, so far so good. Both forms are interesting and unique in their own way. But I really do think switching the ultimates would make more sense. Because this form is almost perfect, and if she had the Baronado with the cripple on her too, I mean, plus the slow on the 3, what gives high res? Not even Hercules could do anything because he couldn't dash out of that. He could ult. Okay, we get it. You have attack speed. No, you... Okay, so we finally killed him before he killed me. That was interesting. I forgot Osiris gets super tanky when he has his mitigation stacked, and yeah, he reminded me that he is Osiris. Yeah, I'm dead. There was no way around that. They got me. What is that build? It looks god awful. I'm looking at Osiris's build. Like, it looks awful, but somehow he is tearing me up. There we go. I want to try something with Regrowth Striders. So, it should proc with either her 1 or her 3 in Druid form because they both heal her. Now, her 1 heals her and her teammates, but her 3 heals only her. So, it's good to note that if you're trying to save your teammates, the enemy team's grouped up, you hit all of them. Yeah. So far, my team has dominated, and wow. Okay. Yeah, that was kind of easy. I kind of feel bad for the enemy team because I don't know if it's their scaling or what's going on. It's probably the fact that we have a lot of crowd control in my team. There's Baron's Ruth, Baron ult, Odin. His ultimate is the main thing. I'm preventing him from dashing, and the second he wants down the dash. Anubis is doing Anubis things. Not sure why, but okay. I want him to take damage from... Yes. I executed that perfectly. I wanted him to take damage from Lost Knight. That way, I wouldn't have to deal with everything. He's dead. There is no version of him just walking away from this. We both have too much crowd control. Okay, maybe I stand corrected? No, he's dead. Let's go. This prevents your dash. Buys me time for my ability. Okay. Back to back. That was actually quite satisfying. Back to back. Can I get this? Okay, perfect. If I wanted to throw, I would go Gauntlet of Thieves last item, but I think I need cooldown. Yeah, Genji's guard has been carrying my cooldown all this time. Alright, gotta keep them trapped close to me. Oh, okay, I need to work out the range on that thing. And the wind-up is so annoying. Although, it's not like the other version would have made it any better. Just being honest. I might be dead here. I am dead here. Well, they killed me pretty easily. Actually, no, it took 2 ults to kill me. Do I really need this item? Yeah, this makes more sense. I guess I got Flash Shield actually, so I think about it. But I needed a lot of help. So Mystic Mill just made sense. Especially because in the previous one I went Sanguine Lash into Void Shield, so Mystic Mill and Void Stone, like I mentioned prior, I just wanted to show it. And then the idea of using Regrowth Striders on Artio. You can also do a Heartward Charm. That would go well on her because it gives you health and cooldown. The cooldown is valuable, very. I think I'll make a separate video with that build actually, just for whoever wants to see it. That, okay, I hope that looked as satisfying for you as it did for me, because, like, the unsuspecting enemy just standing there, and then a bear runs at him like a train. Okay. Osiris is definitely a strong character. Does that mean I will ever play him? Probably not, because attack speed, really? No, it takes forever. But it's definitely a problem late game because he could probably solo Lost Knight if he wanted. If he got like 1 or 2 lifesteal items, he could probably do it. Which is just the wild part to me. Okay, this is what I was talking about. The fact that the Claire feels terrible, but when you're playing against the enemy gods, you don't feel that bad because you have crowd control. But when you're trying to clear wave, even with Mystic Mill and the amount of intelligence I had, he was walking at me while I was backing like I didn't see him. Anyways. Actually, it's not just Osiris who can solo Lost Knight. I forgot they have an Anubis. Believe it or not, I forgot he was even in this match. Because he wasn't really a problem at all. Like, he killed me a few times. Actually, I think about it. There we go. That's my full kit right there. And, like, when you're playing against enemy gods, it doesn't feel like you're not doing a lot of damage, because you are. But your wave clear just seems terrible for some reason. I don't get it. Because I know I'm doing damage. I'm getting kills. You got this. Yeah, we definitely got this. Alright. So, at the end of how to play Artio, I hope you were entertained as I was figuring it out alongside you. But, same as bear form, actually not the same as bear form. You want to max out your 1, your ult whenever you can. In this form, you want your 3 before your 2. In bear form, you want your 2 before your 3. Build items accordingly. Remember that you scale more with strength in your 1 ability. Actually, hold on. I was presenting a wrap-up speech, but this match might not be over. Uh, Apparently, the enemy team said, "I didn't hear no bell," and they're chasing me. And regrowth is kicking in, and I have it again with my 3. I'm healing because regrowth, and I have movement speed, and I have it again with my 1. Turn around. Yes, I was right. Regrowth is broken on her. Look at that. I just kept walking away. Okay, does she really think I can't kill her? I didn't hit her. Doesn't matter. Oh, I definitely hit her now. There we go. He's Anubis, so we will respect his space because he is Anubis. Yeah, the dodgy was just standing there. Like, I can't just walk up and just finish what I started. She kind of brought that on herself. Alright, this time for real, it's ending. If my teammate doesn't troll. Haha, there we go. GG, I hope you were entertained as I was learning how to play artio alongside you. I have shared my findings. As geeky as that sounds, try the build, come up with your own build. Do not go full damage because that will not go well. She is a bruiser through and through. Let me know what you think in the comments. There's some builds that I can think of that will be absolutely broken on her, but still. I think droid stance will let you do more damage overall because you do more poke, not because it's actually meaningful damage. It's just the bear form is more consistent. When you're in there, you're tearing stuff up. Hue and Contagion. Alright, that's all, folks.
PlayStation